Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alain. We're going to talk about Sisu Road to Revenge today. I went and saw that movie late last night and I enjoyed it. It was a good action revenge killing type movie. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Before we do, I want to remind everybody that Tuesday's Coffee with Alain will be at 10 Mountain Time instead of 8. And we're going to have special guest Barry Eisler, New York Times bestselling author, number of books written. So be sure to tune in Tuesday's episode with Barry. Also, the newsletter is going out tonight. If you have not signed up for that, go to enjoylifesafely.com. Get on that list to get the newsletter. Now, the movie Sisu, Road to Revenge. This is a sequel to Sisu, a movie that came out a couple years ago. And it was similar as far as the main character does not speak during the movie. And it is similar in the fact that they have these little chapters of the movie. And I'm not going to give too many spoilers. I don't want to ruin the movie. But this is pretty much basically just an action-packed, you go to see the creative ways the main character disposes of the bad guys. I mean, that's sort of what the movie is. Now, the word Sisu is a Finnish concept. It's hard to put it into English, but it's sort of like determination, grit, resilience, and extreme adversity. So it really encompasses all of that. And that's what this main character does. In the first movie, it's during World War II. He's a miner, a Finnish miner and stuff, and his family gets killed, and he just turns into this commando that kills tons and tons of the enemy forces, and they cannot kill him. This movie, the war is over. He goes back to the home where his family was killed, and he takes the logs and different possessions of the home, and he wants to get to Finland, to a safe place where he can rebuild that house with some of the things that he collected from the home where his family was killed. That's what he wants to do. Just take his stuff, go build a house, and live happily ever after as well as he can without his family, but he still has his dog. However, the Soviet Red Army, they discover that he's doing this, and they were embarrassed because he killed so many people. So they call back the guy that killed his family and said, go finish the job. And so this guy goes with a whole bunch of people, and as he's trying to make it home, he's got the Red Army attacking with this and with that. And it's very creative the way he disposes of different people. And almost comic book style in some of them. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it just couldn't happen. So it's, I saw something online comparing it to Roadrunner and Coyote. And yeah, you could almost see that because some of them were so ridiculously over the top. And what this guy endures and then how he dishes out the punishment, extremely bloody, extremely violent, but almost a comic book type of violence in some of the scenes. And I will give one spoiler. The dog lives. Okay, because that was the big thing for me. I'm a dog lover with me and my little pup Rocky. I was like, if something happens to the dog, I'm going to be infuriated at this movie. The dog does make it through as well. And so it was just a fun, action-filled, comic book almost type violent movie. Extremely, extremely bloody, though. So if you're squeamish, you might not like some of that. And that's why I was very surprised at the end of the movie. I saw this couple leaving with their little girl who couldn't have been more than second or third grade. I mean, she was little, very little. When I first heard this little squeaky voice, I'm like, did somebody bring a little kid to this movie? And then I saw them leaving with a little girl, and I thought, probably not the best movie to take a little kid to. But different people want to parent differently, I guess. But I just don't really think that we should have comic style, realistic looking violence for little kids. That's just me. I mean, Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, Wile E. Coyote, we know it's fake. This looks real, even though those of us that know violence know it's impossible and not real. We'll get off that soapbox. It was a fun movie. Just if you like that kind of over the top violence and revenge type story. Want to say good morning to Thad. Thank you for being here, Thad. Good morning to you. Dixon's here. Dixon said, that premise sounds like a classic Asian influence for sure. Chaptered story, silent hero, etc. And I'm not sure. I mean, because it was a Finnish movie and it's a Finnish hero. And so I don't know what influenced the movies. I saw the first one when it was in the theater when it first came out. And again, I enjoyed it. It was just a ton of violence with this one-man army taking on an army and creatively dispatching them and enduring and going through whatever they threw at him and kept preserving. Hence the title Sisu. And he just does it again and trying to get home in this movie. That's my take on it. It was fun-filled action, blood, killing, if you like that type of movie, which sometimes I do like that type of movie, so I enjoyed it. Remember to sign up for the newsletter. It's going out later tonight. Remember, Tuesday is going to be 2 hours later with Barry Eisler, and I'm also going to be putting out an announcement very, very soon. The Self-Defense Essentials course will be going on sale with the early bird, lowest price it'll ever be, and that'll be going out very soon. So stay tuned for all of that good stuff. Make it a super Sunday, and we'll be back to see you tomorrow.